Okay, so we're starting our day with a breakfast I've always wanted to try, which is the traditional melon pan, or melon bread. And this one is still warm, and it's supposed to be one of the best ones in the whole of Japan. It's just here in Asakusa, next to the temple, in this little shopping street, and oh, it's super fluffy. I always thought that it's kind of like a sister bread to pineapple bun, and like, I mean, it looks like it. It looks like it has that sort of cookie layer on top, and it looks really fluffy on the inside. It's really light. It's like there's nothing to it. The top is quite, it's nice and sweet and cookie-like, but inside is kind of like a really soft brioche. That's good. Definitely better than when you get it from a supermarket. Oh no, the breads are circling me.
Wow. There's nothing to this, it just kind of collapses. This is some sort of custard insanity in to support White Day, whatever that happens to be.
That's the reverse Valentine's Day. That's when girls get stuff, which is why you're gonna eat it.
Which is why I paid for it.
Oh.
It's really nice. It's custard basically.
Does it have any like alcohol-y flavor?
It does have a hint of that, yeah.
Nice. Simon always really likes chocolate sayaki, so this is one of them. There we go. It has like little nuggets of chocolate, it seems. We walked to River Kanda, which is about 4 kilometers south from Asakusa, and then we crossed the main river, which is I think River Sumida, and now we're in the area that's famous for sumo. We're probably gonna visit the sumo museum because the weather is kind of shit. This is officially the first day in Japan the last week when the weather is not really like up to great standard, therefore I'm not gonna be unhappy. Someone has always wanted to try Chanko Nabe. Chanko Nabe is the official hotpot of sumo wrestlers. I can't say the word restaurant, but this is it. Ooh, it looks pretty delicious. It has like a lot of veggies in it as well, and we're gonna try that. And I mean, I would love to try something maybe less huge, or maybe we could share.
I think so.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so unfortunately the lunchtime is over. It's 2 p.m. so yeah, I think that in Japan people tend to have lunch pretty early. I've noticed that before, that when we arrive at places at like 2:30, it just like sadly everyone's closed. Yeah, so I guess that now we're just gonna have a little walk in the rain, trying to figure out if anyone is open. Yeah, not perfect. We had to move away from the streets because Simon's camera is not liking the rain. But yeah, thankfully there's another Chanko Nabe place, which hopefully is open. It's in this area where you can see it's kind of indoors next to the train station. And it has a couple of food places and some info about sumo and yeah, some sort of traditional crafts as well. I can see a place that sells sake. We can have a look at those afterwards. So we ordered some traditional Chanko Nabe. It seems like it's quite a lot of food, but there's also a lot of vegetables. and that's something that I generally don't get much of in Japan, so I'm excited about that part. We're also planning to have quite a substantial dinner, so today is going to be fun for food.
Well, we're going to do a lot of walking, so hopefully we're not going to feel utterly disgusting, but fingers crossed.
We're already on like 8,000 steps, and it's like 1. Therefore, I can see about 15k today, definitely. While being here, we generally do walk around 15k, so it's like between 13 and 17 every day. So far, it took a couple of minutes to cook, and now we have this like boiling pot of meat and fish. And as you could see before, the guy was making like on-the-spot fish cakes or fish balls, putting them into the soup and making them. So we did try one of those, but the broth is really nice. It's kind of it's very different from, let's say, ramen broth. It tastes more vegetable to me. So what's your favorite bit?
I don't know, so many great flavours. I really enjoyed the mushroom, I really liked the fish balls, the meat's delicious, the mushroom, the glass noodles are surprisingly flavourful. It's great, I really recommend this.
So when you boil down the hot pot into basically just this really strong broth, you can ask them to add rice or udon into it. We ask for rice because I think that's the more traditional way. Yeah, then they mix the rice with the broth and put some egg on top as well, and some nagi, which is the spring sort of onion, or in this case it looks something between onion and chives. That's really nice, very comforting. The weather hasn't really improved, but I feel a little better now that I had a lot of delicious sumo meat. It's actually a really like the perfect dish for a day like this. I really recommend doing that if there's a rainy day. Come here for the sumo museum. Also, not only the sumo museum, if you're not interested in sumo or just like sports, if you know, not even sports done by huge Japanese guys, there's also the Tokyo Edo Museum. So unfortunately you're not allowed to film inside, but it's actually kind of a small room with like pictures and palm prints and some info on sumo wrestlers, because during the year, during the sumo season, this is actually the place where sumo battles. Sumo battle, is that the name for it? Sumo championships happen. But outside of the season, basically you can just visit this tiny little museum and a little like a museum shop. It's both free, so if you're in the area, why not? But I imagine that the Edo Tokyo Museum is probably a lot more, you know, it covers a lot more.
We're in a traditional tea house nearby the Sumo stadium and museum. We've ordered various matcha and other traditional based coffee, tea things and puddings. I don't know quite what they are. I couldn't pronounce them if I tried, but from the look on Kat's face when she ordered them, they are probably going to be delicious.
We are fully refreshed now. The thing that we had was like a parfait with matcha ice cream and warabi mochi and like jellies of all sorts of flavors, and I loved it. It was like so many different textures and flavors, and I would just have it like every week. Unfortunately, I can only really have it every year, once. Right now we're going to Akihabara, I think, because it's on our way towards a place where we're meeting a friend later. We're meeting my friend Daisuke for dinner for more beef all the time. This is probably like the 4th edition of the Dogs in Foods Gachapon series. I got a Labrador puppy in a burger! Okay, you can see this area is super shiny. Simon is taking advantage of it for our last like 10 minutes here. This is a bit distracting. I always come here for the gachapon because I like collecting gachapon, as I mentioned before. It's a great gift. But Simon likes coming here for like game stuff and manga books and art books and there's everything really. Wow, this is getting slightly out of control. So we ended up in a jazz bar and now we're drunk. Because every time we see Daisuke in Tokyo, we get drunk and then we end up at an awesome place. Last time it was a karaoke place, this time it was a jazz bar. And this is my friend Daisuke, who just is having a cool iced coffee from a konbini. Okay. Ooh, it has a, does it have like a sakura blossom on top?
Maybe. So yeah, you can feel the flavor of the sakura as well. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm eating right now.
It does smell pretty flowery.
What are you eating?
Well, outside, unlike normal mochi, normal mochi is more like smooth, but this one seems like it's you can actually taste the grain of the rice in it. A nice sweet red bean paste. Another sakura mystery thing.
This looks messy. Okay, this feels like sponge, but not like food sponge, more like kind of like construction sponge. Mostly tastes of cream. I'm not going to object to that, it's delicious, but
it sounds good to me.
It's wrapped cream with a little bit of red bean paste in the middle.
Okay, we're hoteling back. We're back in the hotel now. We're drunk. This is Simon.
We're drunk. She's drunk.
You were drinking too.
Yes, but I have a tolerance and you don't.
Oh, because I never drink.
No.
Unless I need to, like, have a social anxiety
cure.
Yep. If you have any tips for how to cure social anxiety otherwise than by drinking, please comment in the comments below.
We've had a good day. I don't think she quite knows how to finish this video, so I'm going to do it for her. Today was lovely. Daisuke's been great. We had a really good meal and a really nice day beforehand. Bye!
No!